say does that star-spangled
go. And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. And checking out the New Orleans opening lineup. Rajon Rondo out there with Thompson. Then there's Hassan Whiteside. Then there's George. And it's O'Neal in at the 4.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
And it's New Orleans ball. It's a three-point game. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Yeah, good.
High-value assist there. Finding him inside for the finish.
To the paint. And it's Whiteside with a big finish.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Here's Cooper. No good from outside. It's stolen away. Inside, here's Yao. Off target at the rim.
Those are the ones you definitely have to make. Sometimes there's just enough defense to make a miss.
Thompson outside. The 3. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo. He's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Cooper. And here's Wallace. Here's Duncan. Over Whiteside. Duncan, no good.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
George outside. The 3 is up. Now with a rebound.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to Cooper. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. It's George on the wing. Outside O'Neal. Pass to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Now Whiteside. The layup off target.
Well, the defense challenged him just enough to force that miss. They really collapsed when he got close to the rim.
Here's Cooper. George defending. Picked it out of midair. Unloads from 13. Yes, on the jumper.
I love the way Paul George includes these mid-range jumpers in his offensive game.
From about 16, Frazier shot is off. New Orleans in the lead. O'Neal passes to Rondo. Now here's Whiteside. Pass to O'Neal. And the 17-footer goes down.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
Well, it's forcing them to guard at all 3 levels.
Here's Yao. Here's Duncan. Shot clock at 6. Fires it from 18. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. New Orleans leading by 4. George outside. Outside O'Neal. Pass to Thompson. The 3. The rebound by Duncan. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 8 so far. Wallace, the pass to Duncan. Here's Frazier. Here's Yao. Fires the three. Rebounded by Rondo.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Thompson outside. Memphis with a rebound. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Cooper passes to Duncan. They get back on track. And it's good. 2 points. Duncan's got 5 points.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
So timeout called here. The first for New Orleans. A line change here for Memphis. Some changes for New Orleans. Irving, the pass to Jackson. Here's Red. 6 to shoot. Fires away from way outside. Shikely with a rebound.
I have no clue why he pulled up from there. At this point in the game, it just doesn't make any sense.
Well, I've seen some crazy things, and that is right up there.
Here's Scott. And he hits it to tie the game.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now here's Jackson. Back to Nance. Outside Irving. Shot from the wing. And the Pelicans miss again. The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Oh, that's a great block. Jackson protecting the house.
He powers through. Size and skill. That is a tough tandem to contend with.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And that one misses. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Scott passes to Weber. Pass to Dang. Here's Weber. Yet to see a basket. Uses the glass on the layup.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Jackson on the wing. Outside Irving. Yep, count it. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
What great body control. Irving excels at working off contact.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Dang. Here's Sloan. Beyond the arc. And it's Dang missing. Nance outside. And here's Jackson. 4-3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
Here's Scott. Over Irving. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that does it for the first quarter. It's New Orleans leading by 5. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And let's get you back to the action as game 2 is getting underway. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pelicans?
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
And how about the work they've done inside, just owning the paint so far?
And it's Duncan in at the center position. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. The Pelicans lead by 5. Rondo passes to O'Neal. Puts it up. Wallace pulls it in. And Memphis shooting 35% so far in this one. Pass to Dang. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
And that is a high-quality shot. You will take it every time from that close.
Screen by O'Neal. Rondo passes to O'Neal. Count it. And the Pelicans lead by 5.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Pass to Cooper. Wallace outside. Here's Duncan. He's covered by O'Neal. Duncan, no good. The Pelicans lead by 5. George outside. Now here's Rondo. Back to George. Thompson outside. From behind the arc. The rebound by Duncan. The Grizzlies have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Pass to Frazier. Here's Dang. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Thompson outside. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Duncan's got his 4th rebound in this one. Wallace outside. Pass to Duncan. To the inside. Wallace outside. 3-pointer. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. They'll pin that one on Rajon Rondo. Memphis shooting their 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here. And the first one at the line is good. Both teams will make substitutions. Both good from the line that time. The Pelicans lead by 3. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. The 3 from Thompson. Yes, sir. Great play by Rondo to set him up. Rondo, he's got assist number 5 here tonight. And so Tomas Isolo calls the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Trying to find a way to get some easy buckets. You don't want to just think you can shoot your way out of it.
During the playoffs, the NBA leaders in shooting from the floor. 3rd is Hassan Whiteside.
Since we started the playoffs, he's been totally locked in offensively, taking and making some good looks.
Here's Dang, defended by Whiteside. Rondo with the steal. And he lays it in on the break. And now it's an 8-point New Orleans lead.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
They set the pick. Here's Dang. Knocks down the long J. Dang's got 7 now in this quarter.
And after not scoring in the first, he's finally starting to get into a groove.
And you love to see the aggressiveness, using the height advantage to hammer it home.
Here's Frazier. Still without a bucket. Spins.
Substitution for the Grizzlies.
And here's Rondo. Pass to George. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for New Orleans.
Substitution on the court.
Now here's George. Watched by Wallace. Goes up from the top of the key. George's shot is off. Grizzlies trail by 7. Here's Sloan. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Some sick ball skills displayed right there. And he's not the guy you expect to pull that off.
Pass to Thompson from downtown. And again, New Orleans, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Scott passes to Yao. Rondo with the steal. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Sloan. Pass to Scott. To the left side wing. 5 to shoot. Here's Sloan. Rebounded by New Orleans. Now here's George. There's a screen by Whiteside. Rondo passes to Whiteside. That one's good for 2.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
And New Orleans making a change here. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Free throw good. Whiteside. Grizzlies trail by 8. So Tuomas Isolo has decided to call timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
And one thing I've learned through the years is no matter the situation, there are always adjustments you can make.
Yeah, I just don't think right now they're doing a good enough job of hunting the right mismatches.
Here's Weber. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
The attention to detail on defense, Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Here's Red. Count the basket.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Scott passes to Weber. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Yeah, he found some room there along the baseline, some space at the rim, goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
Outside Irving. Pass to Lambier. It's tipped. Out of bounds. Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. O'Neal, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson Jr.
Jermaine O'Neal.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the first half of basketball. And it's blocked. Wallace outside. Pass to Scott. To the middle. Here's Cycling. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Now here's Irving. Clock at 6. Can't get it to drop. Grizzlies trail by 6. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Wallace. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Down low. Oh, deflected. Rondo with it. Outside Irving. Lets the 3 fly. The shot comes out. And so it's New Orleans with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. And Allie LaFour. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
I'm impressed with the effort on the glass. Big positive in my book. They just need to keep it up, Ernie.
Yeah, that's been their big... Looking at this series for the Memphis Grizzlies. Guys, game... Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Continuing our coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. Glad to have you back. How about Hassan Whiteside? He's been playing really well.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
When he gets the ball this deep and establishes position, now it's a matter of getting to his go-to moves that he loves.
Here's who James Borrego is starting the second half with. We've got George, Rajon Rondo out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Hassan Whiteside, and it's O'Neal in at the four-man spot. The Pelicans lead by 6. Pass to Rondo. Back to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots it from the high post. Yao with a rebound. Yao's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Frazier. The rebound by Whiteside. Whiteside's got 4 rebounds in the game. George left side. And the shot no good. A bit short.
And just unable to get anything going tonight. I mean, his teammates have really bailed him out.
Stolen by Whiteside. Rob. Wallace, the pass to Cooper. 90 seconds into the second half now. Pass to Yao. Wallace outside. Fires from deep. Here's Frazier. Inside. Oh, George with a steal. It's George on the wing. Blocked!
Oh, man, what happened at halftime? Since then, they're 0 for 4.
Wallace outside. Pass to Yao. Shoots over Whiteside. Drills the baseline jumper. Yao's gotten his second bucket.
And that's got to be a relief. Finally getting something to go here in the second half.
Time called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
Right now, as a coach, you're looking out on the floor and you're wondering, do I have the right 5 on the court together?
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Thompson outside. It's George on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it fly. And again, New Orleans no good.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Pass to Yao. Shot from the low post is good. And now it's just a 2-point Pelican lead. For New Orleans, they've gotten off to a rough start. Now 0 for 5 in the second. Thompson outside. And the Pelicans miss again.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
Here's Frazier. No made baskets yet. Here's Yao. And there's Memphis with another bucket.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
And now the big question, can they sustain the momentum?
Rondo passes to George. Now O'Neal. Takes the 3. And again, New Orleans no good.
Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
Here's Frazier. Pass to Cooper for the lead. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Whiteside's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the middle to win the drought. And it's Whiteside with a big finish.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. So Tuomas Isalos decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Here's Frazier. Basket's good. Frazier's got his first bucket in this one.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Here's George. Back to Irving. 6 to shoot. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Pelicans lead by 2. Here's Frazier. Goes back up. Cycli can't hit. New Orleans has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Here's George. Drops in the layup for 2. And now it's a 4-point New Orleans lead.
Just 1 of 6 this quarter. Trying to shoot his way out of this funk.
And Sloan gets it to go.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
That's to Red. Here's George from outside the arc. He buries it from 3. George has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
His first 3 of the game. Maybe that gets him going from out there.
Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Scott passes to Duncan. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
So both teams making some changes here. New Orleans calls timeout. New Orleans leading by 3. Outside, Rondo. Here's George. Cycli with a rebound.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
And now the Grizzlies on the run. Here's Wallace. Got it. Good job in the low post. And it's now just a 1-point New Orleans lead.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Pass to Cooper. Here's the pick. Here's Weber. Here's Cooper. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. New Orleans has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime.
Veteran move there by Klay Thompson, catching the defender a little out of position.
New Orleans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Free throws good from Thompson.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Pass to Weber. 19 seconds left in the third quarter. Count it. Weber's got 6. The Pelicans lead by 4. Outside, Rondo. George outside. No good. Misses at the buzzer. The third quarter comes to a close. Pelicans ahead. They lead by 4. And we're coming back in just... And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And it's Cooper in at the 2 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Frazier, the pass to Cooper. The 3. It's hauled in by New Orleans. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Rondo. Now here's George. The 3 from Thompson. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
They set the pick. Here's Wallace. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
The Pelicans call timeout. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what James Borrego was going over with his team, and he encouraged them to stay focused and not get complacent, saying we've worked too hard to get this lead and we're not going to give it up now. Stay connected, play smart, let's get this win. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. George passes to Rondo. Here's Thompson. There's a screen by Whiteside. To the paint. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
What a great pass. It was on time and on target.
Frazier, the pass to Yao. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Pass to Cooper. Here's Frazier. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Here's Duncan. It's hauled in by New Orleans. George has got 4 rebounds in the game. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the 4th. Here's Thompson. A rebound by Duncan. Duncan's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Frazier from about 16, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Just a bad time for a defensive breakdown, and he really took advantage.
And at this stage of the game, you've got to take that. If the mid-range jumper is there, go ahead and knock it down.
And he gets the bucket. Whiteside's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Yao. He's covered by O'Neal. Thompson with a steal. And they're running. Shot blocked. Out of bounds. Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Back to George.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Baseline jumper. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
O'Neal passes to Rondo. And here's Whiteside. Kicks it to George. Let's go with a 3. Hits the trifecta. And it's a 9-point Pelican lead.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Pass to Frazier. Here's Yao. Doubled by O'Neal. Shot clock at 6. Duncan. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And he recognized the double team, and he passed it to someone with a better opportunity.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
Yeah, they have been dialed in from deep. The three-pointer has been there all night for them.
And the free throw, no good. New Orleans leading by 7. The three from Thompson. Grizzlies with the rebound. Wallace has got 4 rebounds now. George over to help. Pass to Duncan. Here's Frazier. Over Whiteside. From the high post, he drills it. And it's now only a 5-point Pelican lead.
And very few teams rely on mid-range jumpers nowadays, but that's been their preferred way of finding points.
Rondo passes to George. The three-pointer off the mark.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Here's Frazier. And Whiteside with a block. They retain possession. Wallace misses. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Pelicans. To the inside. Here's Rondo. Got a hand on it. Here's Cooper. Defended by Thompson. They set a pick. Here's Yao. George over to help. The defensive pressure was right there. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Pelicans. They've led by as much as 10. There's a screen by Whiteside. Lays it in easily.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Well, the volume has been there, but so has the efficiency, which is why they're in control of this game. Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Outside Thompson. Now George from downtown. No, it's off target. Here's Frazier. Checked by Rondo. Oh, what a jam. Holding nothing back.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Graham, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, in a game this close, that is a huge play.
That's exactly what this team needs right now. Leading the end one.
Thompson fires. The three is off.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And that basket is good.
And finally, after trailing for so long, they've leveled the score late here in the fourth.
And just incredible effort. Now, do they have the stamina to close this out? Let's see.
And he racks up 2.
And this is why Paul George is a leader. He steps up in big moments and hits big shots.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there.
And that miss could come back to bite them. At this stage, can't be leaving points at the free throw line.
Here's Thompson. Takes a 3. Oh, he cannot hit.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
Here's Frazier. Oh, got a piece of it. And he commits the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And so they foul intentionally.
Michael Cooper. Third personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good. And that'll put him up 2.
2 shots.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line. And it's a 3-point game.
And does the pressure affect you? Nope, not that time. Not the players to practice these moments. Well executed.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter, and they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Timeout called. Memphis. They're losing by 4. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
You have to be smart here. If they're successful, the foul has got to happen quickly.
From deep. Here's Frazier. Out of bounds. New Orleans will have it. Ball stolen. Misses the three. And so the big win by New Orleans in a tight game. And really, any win is a big win here in the postseason.
Yeah, every game counts now, and there's no second chances. So they must be pleased with the results.
Well, that'll do it, folks. Glad you could join us for the Western Conference semifinals. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game.
Welcome, everyone, to Game 2 of this exciting... Timberwolves win the tip. Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Wembanyama's out there with Bowen. Then it's Dyson Daniels. Then it's Jones. And it's McAdoo in at the 5.
The shot from Payton right now, so pure. Even without a lot of time to get set, he's able to make that one look so smooth.
It's tipped and stolen by Payton. Pass to Durant over Bowen. KD's shot is off.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now, here's Payton. Outside, KD. The offensive rebound. Unzeld, the pass to Daniels. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Back to Daniels. Lakers working the ball around now. They set the screen. Wembanyama. That one rolling around and rims out. Outside, Payton. For 3, Durant. And Durant can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Outside, Jones. Over Holiday. And he jams it with authority.
Ooh, how about the powerful move there on that slam from McAdoo. Not many are better than him at getting the job done on the interior. He'll always find a way to finish at the rim when he gets a chance.
And there's Daniels putting it right back in.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
It's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Here's McAdoo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
The most impressive thing about McAdoo is how diverse his game is. Attacking the rim, hitting jump shots. He's got a lot of ways to punish him.
And both free throws good for McAdoo.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. KD's shot is good.
He's got 1-4 to start the game. Looking to step it up.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. We talked about Victor Wembanyama and what he wants to see from his team defensively. And he said, I want to see us knock him off balance a little bit. Be tough, physical. That's how you get to his head, and that's how you frustrate him. Expect to see a lot of defensive aggression against Wembanyama tonight. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. Now here's Payton. Outside, KD. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Durant's got 5 points so far.
No hesitation from the swing man. Durant has such confidence shooting off the catch. Tremendous.
Pass to McAdoo. 6 to shoot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And again, the Lakers no good. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 4-point game. Now here's Payton. Oh, Daniels in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
You have to love the approach Payton takes to the game. An exceptional passer who does a great job with distributing the basketball.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And while we have a chance, let's now take a look at the NBA's season assist leaders. And you look at Payton, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists. Wembanyama looking it over. Sinks the triple.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
It's Durant on the wing. Pass to one zone. Now Peyton. Outside, Katie. Pocket 6. Rebounded by McAdoo.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Here's Bowen. Shoots. Buries the jump shot. Bowen's got 5. So it's the Timberwolves now. They'd like to continue the success they had on Friday night here.
Yeah, and that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
They were hustling to get in front of every play they could, always getting a hand in the shooter's face. And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Pass to Jones. Over Holiday. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Peyton against Jones. Back to Katie. Kevin Durant can't get that one to fall. Jones from outside. Here's McAdoo. Rebound, Minnesota. Daniels has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Holiday. Excellent defense from Daniel. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Bowen. And again, no good by the Lakers.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Jones against Peyton. Jones kicks to McAdoo to the inside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
And we've got a lineup change here for the Lakers. Ellis left side. Banked in off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Boosie. Pass to Houston. And again, the Lakers no good. Timberwolves leading by 6. Here is Elliott. Down low. Got a piece of it. A nice shot by Nader.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Here is Elliott. Peyton outside. Pass to Gasol. Shot clock at 6. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
They've got Nader. Gary Payton is out there with Ellis. Then it's Elliott, and it's Gasol at the 5 down low. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. The first free throw is good.
There may be long-range shooters with better numbers than Ellis, but no one has more confidence. There isn't a shot from any spot on the floor that Ellis doesn't think he can sink.
Derek Harper's checked in for the Timberwolves. Now here's Jefferson. Scoreless thus far. And he gets the bucket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Gasol. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
One of those solid shooters from range you can count on. Harper keeping the defense honest.
Gasol against Brown. Lets it go from deep. Houston's shot's good. Houston's got 5 points in the quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Ellis. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes. And they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Jefferson against Elliott. Jefferson's shot is off. Minnesota leading by 11. And here is Harper. Boosie with the rebound.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Martin with the bucket.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Minnesota's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Outside Harper. Pass to Nader. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper.
You know, we often talk about Harper's scoring. He's just as adept at setting up his teammates.
Boosie, the pass to Houston. Lakers spin the ball around now. Here's Boosie. Off target from three-point range. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And that one's good, Ellis.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Now here's Jefferson. Still scoreless. And the basket is good.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Let's take this chance now to show you the list of the postseason scoring leaders. Kevin Durant, number 1. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pass to Daniel. Over McAdoo. Here's KD. Wembanyama with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Timberwolves leading by 10. Durant deciding where to go with it. And here's Daniels. Over Jefferson. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Wembanyama outside. No good from outside.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And it's sent back by McAdoo. Pass to Daniel. Here's Houston, guarded by Holiday. Wembanyama, a screen. Daniels, no good. Minnesota's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
Here's Daniels. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Wembanyama's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Lakers. To the middle. Katie against Jefferson. Wembanyama sets a screen for Jefferson. And Wembanyama with the flush.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Gary Payton, he's checked in for Harper. So Payton will bring it up for Minnesota. They've held a 12-point lead early. Daniels a screen on Jones. Durant just inside the line. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And Wembanyama outside. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. Minnesota leading by 7. Daniels sets a screen for Payton. Outside, KD. Another miss by Minnesota.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Wembanyama with the bucket.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Daniels sets a screen for Payton. And Gary Payton is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And here are the Lakers. They're on a 10-2 run here. Inside. Easy money for Wembanyama.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Outside, KD. Rebound the Lakers.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a good to mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
Daniels against Howard. Here's McAdoo. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Clock management, this is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Outside Durant. There's a good screen. 6 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And here's KD for 3. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center.
34, the Lakers. 34. These are the third quarters of the court. And get ready for the fifth.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
You talked about it in the past. They have a deep rotation. That allows them to play matchups.
So why aren't they ahead in this game? And I'll tell you.
Seeing how things are and that concludes.
And you are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And on the floor for J.J. Redick as we get into the second half. McAdoo out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then it's Jones. Then it's Dyson Daniel. And it's Bowen in at the 3 slot.
That's That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Oh, three ball, Wembanyama.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Pass to Durant. Over Bowen. And it's sent past by McAdoo. Lakers leading by 6. Breaker in the rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
And Holiday kicks to Payton. Tries the spin move. The Lakers with the rebound.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
Outside Daniel. Back to Jones. Off target with his 3.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Oh, Daniels in position. To the paint. And Wembanyama throws it down.
They have no answer for Wemby tonight. And honestly, I'm not sure how they could defend him.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's ready to talk things through with them. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
Naders checked in for Daniels. Unseld the pass to Payton. Holiday. Durant for 3. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Durant's got 11 points.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And a miss there on the triple.
Coming out of half, they're 1 for 5 from the field. Whatever they discussed is not working.
To the middle. Here's Houston. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And now a 9-point Los Angeles lead.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit. If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make him pay.
Wembanyama finds Daniel. Here's McAdoo. Shot from free throw range. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Unseld's got 5 rebounds tonight. Payton passes to Unseld. Pass to Payton. Durant wide open. He fires. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
The range KD possesses makes him a constant threat outside. The defense has to be all over him.
Back to Wembanyama. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Timberwolves trail by 3. Holiday. And Holiday throws it down.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Here's McAdoo. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one is on Holiday. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Los Angeles.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And on top of that, they've really been dialed in from deep, just dropping triple after triple.
Free throw good, McAdoo. And both free throws good for McAdoo. And so Payton will bring it up for the Timberwolves. to Ellis with a tie. Offensive rebound. Off with the layup.
Great anticipation defensively. They were keyed in on him and ready to pounce.
If it counts, Houston's got 6 in the quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Payton with the ball. 5 points in the game. Oh, Katie buries the 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Outside Jefferson. Pass to Boosie. Jacks up a 3. Here's McAdoo. And he can't bank that one in. And Holiday kicks to Payton. Outside, KD. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 6 assists in the game.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Now Jefferson. Still without a basket. Here's Houston. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Outside, KD. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Houston. Fires the 3. Minnesota with the rebound.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Holiday, the pass to Durant. That doesn't go either for KD.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Jefferson kicks to McAdoo. Lakers working the ball around now. Here's Martin, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Martin's got 7.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Outside, KD. Trains the 3-pointer. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Pass to Houston. Martin with the screen on Payton. Yep, that one goes in there. Houston's got 10 points in the quarter. Timberwolves have gone better than 52% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15.
And being Gasol is 7 feet tall, dunking probably comes easily. The D's going to have to do a better job of getting him off his spot.
Here's Houston, and stolen by Payton. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Daniels, he's checked in for Durant. Elliott comes in for Drew Howard. And it's Harper in for Ellis. Here's Boosie. He has yet to score. Here's Martin. And Gasol sends it back. 1 second left. No good that time. And we've reached the end of the third. Timberwolves ahead. They finish off the third quarter with a tremendous. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinal. Payton is out there with Elliott. And it's Durant. Then it's Daniels. And it's Unseld in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Pass to Wembanyama. Misses the 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now, here's Payton. Durant for 3. They get it again. Danny battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 13 rebounds. Pass to Bowen. A 3 from Wembanyama. Rebounded by Elliott. Timberwolves leading by 8. Payton surveying the floor. Here's Unseld, defended by Jones. Good on the shot.
At his size, KD is able to see the floor so well, and it helps him make passes just like that.
Outside Daniel. Fades and shoots. Los Angeles with another miss.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Payton passes to Daniels. That shot missing. Some solid defense from Brown. Payton against Daniel. Pass to Brown. And Benyama inside. Clock is at 3. Right wing. Here's Bowen. And it's off from three-point range. Timberwolves leading by 10. Unseld, the pass to Payton. Outside Durant, from past the arc. Wow, through the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Let me tell you a little secret. I've had to guard KD, and it's not easy, folks. Not easy at all.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Holiday's checked in, and the Lakers also making a change. McAdoo is checked in for Brown. He hits the second from the line.
Offensively, Durant might be the most unguardable player in NBA history. He can shoot, dribble, pass, drive, you name it. Everything he does it at a high level on top of being 7 feet tall.
Lakers trail by 11. Here's Jones, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And the quickness of Eddie Jones there, creating difficulties for this defense.
Hey, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes. Space in the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass. Constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
And that one falls for Jones.
A hard-nosed defensive player. You have to like the effort Jones brings on that end, often taking on the challenge of their best offensive player.
And so Jones nails both of them.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Outside, KD. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Lakers trail by 9. Outside, Daniel. To McAdoo. Jones in the post. Defended by Payton. A shot by Wembanyama, no good. And KD's got the ball here for the Timberwolves. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Payton outside. Three-pointer, and the 3-ball is good. Payton's got the lead up to 12 now for the Timberwolves.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. He was harping on the number of offensive rebounds that they've given up. He told them they have to recommit to the defensive glass. He said, quote, "We're not walking away with the W if we don't box out." A simple message, guys, but an important one.
Okay, Allie, thank you. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Outside, Jones. McAdoo dishes to Jones. Here's Wembanyama for three. Goes back up. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket for McAdoo.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays. And his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Jones for three. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Daniels has got 15 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Payton. Daniels a screen on Wembanyama. Payton the bounce pass. 6 to shoot. Unzeld the pass to Daniels.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Daniels from outside. It's rebounded by Unzeld. Unzeld's got 8 rebounds in this game. Pass to Holiday. It's Durant on the wing. To the inside. Holiday outside. Here's the screen. Let's lose a three. Wembanyama reels it in. Now Jones. McAdoo inside. Tries it from 9. Daniels pulls it down.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Outside Durant. Payton against Daniel. From outside. No good.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
He is totally in the zone, showing his incredible focus when it comes to attacking the glass.
Wembanyama. No good from 3.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Durant. Wembanyama reels it in. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
McAdoo inside. He's covered by Daniels. And he banks the layup in.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. There was no hesitation. He wants to talk to the team right now. Eaton inside. Working on Jones. Here's Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Yes, it is good.
And guys, that's going to wrap it up. Fans are piling out the exits. Obviously a huge win here in Game 2 for Minnesota.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for KD.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Shoots it. Oh, and wide open, nails the jam.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
It's because he's reading where the shots are going and getting to the right position. Just outworking everyone early on the glass.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. And you got to feel good about getting each and every game here in the postseason.
You know, Kevin, each game is just so significant and magnified. This has